What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel where we dive deep into every shocking moment of your favorite shows. If you've been following Tulsa King Season 3, you know things have been heating up. Dwight's building his bourbon empire, but enemies are closing in from every direction. Jeremiah wants him dead. The FBI is using him. And now we learn there's a traitor way closer than anyone expected. Episode 6, titled Bubbles, is named after the restaurant where Dwight meets Quiet Ray. And let me tell you, this meeting changes the entire game. We got assassination attempts, highway escapes, and a blood-soaked revelation that flips the script on who Dwight can actually trust. Before we dive in, smash that like button if you're loving this season, and hit subscribe because we're covering every episode until the finale. Trust me, after what happens in episode 6, you're not going to want to miss what comes next. All right, let's break this down. So the episode opens with Dwight finally coming clean to Joanne about his dirty secret. He's working with Agent Musso. The feds basically own him now. The man who spent decades in prison, who built his empire from nothing in Tulsa, is now dancing on puppet strings. And Joanne? She's furious. She asks him the question we're all thinking. Why are you bowing down to feds? Dwight's answer cuts deep. He tells her they're at a stage where they have too much to lose. Success isn't just about winning anymore. It's about protecting what you've built. And Musso knows exactly how to twist that knife. Before we dive deeper into this disaster, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. You don't want to miss what happens next in this season. Remember that health inspector from last episode? Yeah, about that. The police show up at the brewery and haul away Leary's body. Until they figure out exactly how he died, the brewery is officially shut down. The irony is brutal. They killed the inspector to avoid getting shut down, and now they're shut down anyway. But Dwight doesn't panic. He never does. He gathers a team and announces they'll sell the bourbon off the books, under the radar to special clients. No liquor license? No problem. Just keep it quiet and away from the Dunmeyers. Here's the thing, though. Bodie is completely shaken. He's haunted by Leary's murder and confides in Grace that everyone around Dwight eventually dies or disappears. And honestly, he's not wrong. Now the crew splits up for a massive bourbon delivery operation. Mitch and Cleo head to Shreveport to meet Johnny Wednesday, an old friend of Dwight's who'll help move the bourbon beyond Tulsa. Meanwhile, Bodie and Grace drive to St. Louis. But here's where things get wild. Mitch and Cleo get pulled over by a highway patrol officer. We're talking full-on panic mode. These two are sitting in a car loaded with illegal bourbon, no license, and a cop breathing down their necks. They knock him out, slash his tires, destroy his radio, and bolt. It's messy, it's desperate, and it works. Cleo drops this heartbreaking line. Tulsa never ends well for me. You can feel her breaking. The adrenaline, the fear, the constant running, it's wearing her down. Drop a comment below and tell me, do you think Cleo's going to make it to the end of the season? Because I'm genuinely worried. Meanwhile, back in Tulsa, there's a huge problem. Bill Bevilacqua has gone missing. The last place he went before disappearing was Dwight's house. Goody confronts Dwight, asking if he's responsible. Dwight denies it, but suspects Quiet Ray might be behind it. Why? Because Bill rejected Ray's offer and insulted him. So Dwight decides to handle this the old-fashioned way. He's going to meet Ray face to face. But let's not forget about Jeremiah Dunmeyer. This man is obsessed with destroying Dwight. He gives Cole 2 brutal orders: shut down the distillery permanently and kill Dwight. If Cole wants his father's approval, he needs to finish the job. And here's the scary part. Dunmeyer even has a tracker on Dwight's vehicle, watching his every move. They're not just fighting. They're hunting. While Dwight's traveling, his team gets attacked at a gas station. Bigfoot acts fast, beating up the attackers and saving Dwight. Cole watches from a distance, frustrated that his men keep failing. Now we get to the main event, the meeting at Bubbles' restaurant in Hot Springs. Dwight sits down with Quiet Ray, while Bigfoot, Tyson, Vince, and Ray's henchmen surround them. The conversation starts fake and friendly, but the tension is thick. Ray finally gets a point. He wants a piece of Dwight's bourbon business. He says he'll stop harassing Dwight if he gets his cut. Dwight immediately sees through it. Ray doesn't care about the bourbon itself. He just thinks it's profitable and wants in. When Dwight brings up Bill's disappearance, things get heated. Ray claims Bill was a liability. Dwight loses his temper, but tries to stay calm. You can see the rage building behind his eyes. If you're enjoying this recap, smash that like button. Let's get this video to 1,000 likes and show some love for the craziest mob show on television. And then everything explodes. Cole shows up at the restaurant bar. Just as tensions hit their peak, Cole opens fire and shoots up the place. Bullets flying everywhere. Chaos. Screaming. Here's the twist. Quiet Ray thinks this is a hit orchestrated by Dwight. Ray believes Dwight sent Cole to assassinate him. But we know the truth. Cole is trying to kill Dwight, not Ray. This is a massive misunderstanding that could spark an all-out war. Ray is absolutely furious. He thinks Dwight betrayed him during their meeting. Dwight returns home after the meeting, and Tyson tells him someone's waiting inside. When he walks into his living room, he finds Bill alive but covered in blood and terrified. Bill reveals the truth. It wasn't Quiet Ray who arrested him. It was Agent Musso, orchestrating everything from behind the scenes. The feds are playing both sides, and Dwight is trapped in the middle. But the horror doesn't stop there. Goody delivers the news. Armand is dead. He hung himself in the flop house. Another death. Another ally gone. Dwight's world is cracking. His empire is crumbling. The pressure is building from every direction. This episode proves that Dwight isn't just fighting enemies anymore. He's fighting survival. The feds control him. The Dunmeyers hunt him. Quiet Ray wants revenge. And his own crew is starting to doubt whether any of this is worth it. The question everyone's asking now is Dwight finally breaking under pressure, or is he leveling up into an even more unstoppable force? Cole's going to come back harder. He's going to be more desperate, more reckless, and that makes him even more dangerous, because desperate men make stupid decisions, and stupid decisions get people killed. Think about it. Cole's got everything to lose now. If he doesn't kill Dwight, he's a failure in his father's eyes. That's powerful motivation. And it makes the next few episodes absolutely terrifying, because you know he's going to try again. Do you think Cole's got what it takes to actually kill Dwight? Or is he in over his head? Let me know what you think. So here's what we learned from episode 6. Trust is dead. Dwight's fear is real now. The higher you climb, the more you have to lose. And Musso knows that and is using it against him. Jeremiah's crew is coming for blood. Cole's desperate to prove himself. Mitch and Cleo are trying to escape. Bodie's questioning whether this life is worth it. And now, the FBI agent who's supposed to be keeping Dwight in check is actually the one pulling the strings to destroy him. Episode 6 also gives us hints about what's coming. There's a mention that Armand, remember him from earlier episodes, has been found dead, apparently by suicide. And at the end, Ray refuses to answer Dwight's call and instead smiles menacingly, as if he's got Dwight exactly where he wants him. These aren't random details. They're pieces of a bigger puzzle. So here's my question for you. How does Dwight come back from this? Can he outsmart Musso? Can he survive Cole's next assassination attempt? Can he cut a deal with Ray without losing his soul? Drop your predictions in the comments, because I genuinely want to know what you think happens next. And if you love this breakdown, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications, because we got 4 more episodes left in this season. And based on how episode 6 ended, things are about to get wild. Also, check out our breakdown of episode 5 if you missed it. We covered the distillery launch party disaster and how Dwight recovered the stolen bourbon. Links are in the description and on screen right now. What did you think of episode 6? Was Bill's revelation the biggest twist of the season? Is Musso the real villain? Let's discuss in the comments. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to check out these other Tulsa King breakdowns. Hit that subscribe button, and I'll catch you in the next episode. Stay sharp out there when things inevitably get even crazier. Until then, stay safe out there, because in Tulsa, trust is a luxury nobody can afford.